What's up, YouTube? Poji Force here. This is my hat. Nathan, you can come sit down. So, guess what we're doing today? Guess.
Guess. Talking about the meta.
Better. Reach behind the pillow over there.
Oh.
That is a box of Dragon Strike Furnace. Let's see what's behind my pillow. Another box of Dragon Strike Furnace. We have 2 boxes of Dragon Strike Furnace to open.
Sweet.
Yes. We agreed that we were going to split this when these came in, right? Not that he would be getting one box. These are both mine, but that one of them will be recorded.
Splitting the content.
For his channel. So the first box is going to be recorded on my channel. The second box will be on your channel, which is
Rainbow Scoob 333.
And I'll be linking to the video in the description once both videos are up. So we're going to be opening these, or at least I'm going to be opening one right now. For this video, you guys will be seeing this one on his video. Before I open either of these, I'm going to talk real quick about what I want to see out of these boxes, because
obviously Andromeda.
Andromeda is such a huge thing right now, so this kind of does turn into a meta discussion.
How many Lyra do you have already?
I have 1, so it'd be great to at least get 2 more.
At least 2 Lyra.
I'm also hoping for Infernuses and Dracothanes.
I'd say Dracothane more than Infernus.
Yeah, because Dracothane's the control. Infernus, both of them are great.
Infernus is great, but
what I don't want to see
paired with Andromeda, I've played both with Andromeda. I've played good number of decks. I've played Infernus by himself.
Right.
And I've played Infernus with Andromeda, and I've played Infernus with Dracothane. From personal experience, I feel that Andromeda pairs better with Dracothane.
Of course, that's for these new light water dark decks that stall the hell out of everybody.
I'm not saying that Infernus is a bad card, but I just really feel like Infernus is really just good by himself. He doesn't need to pair up with anything. Yeah. And the best deck I've
seen people scoop to Infernus.
The best deck I've played with Infernus is when I threw the Infernus into the Saber Bolt.
Right.
That's the best I've done with Infernus.
I'm probably going to do some sort of aggro deck with Infernus. But let's go ahead and get into this. Can you adjust the camera? Point it down at the table?
Yes, I can.
That's right, guys. This is a brand new camera. This is not the laptop anymore. Got to twist it.
Yeah, I noticed that. Is that good?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think we need to zoom it any. Probably go ahead to zoom it just a little bit.
Where's the zoom?
It's the toggle on top. Next to the photo button, yeah. Good. That's good.
Okay.
So this is where we are.
Let's go ahead and take bet on
the opening promo?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead simply because of how many I've seen.
Hollow.
I'm gonna say it's a Dreadclaw, just based off of how many I've seen.
Dreadclaw or Silkrine?
No, I've seen Dreadclaw and Ragefire as the top 2.
Okay, well, we're going to see what it is. Okay.
But I'm saying it's Dreadclaw.
We're opening the box.
I think you've already gone past it. It's usually after the first pack.
Actually, it's Infernus the Awakened. All right, starting out really well with this box.
Well, aren't you a 2 thumbs up? Actually, why don't we do one thing real quick?
Yeah.
Why don't we go ahead and put a mat down so we're not throwing them down just straight on the table?
Yeah, good idea. And it's also a great way so that way I can keep in mind where the camera's pointing exactly. So about over here somewhere.
Me and my awesome green mat.
Yeah.
If you don't like green, it's not my problem.
Yep. More this way, like that. There we go. All right, opening first pack from the left side.
Let's go ahead.
Furnace. Let's go ahead and put him back up there.
You want to add supers on this side?
Sure, we'll do that.
Okay.
Right. Oh, and this pack looks like it's already got a super. I don't know which one yet, but let's move on. Manapod, Infantry, Coral Claw, Storm Seeker, Drooling Worm, Patrick Surgeon, good rare. Issel the Frozen Wastes. I wouldn't mind having Issel either because
let's go ahead and get the rares
out. And then we still have Aurora Valkyrie and Devouring Smog.
Do you want to divide your uncommons?
Nah, that's not that important.
Okay,
Frankly, I already have
just rares.
Yeah, rares and hollows are really all that matter because I already have a full set of all the commons and uncommons from my last box.
Fair enough.
So alright. Energize, Bronca, Defense Mode, Eye, Dragon of Reflections. That's a good rare. Dendrite, Treetop Dragon, and Umbra.
Dendrite I've actually been more surprised with lately than I thought it would be.
I'm still not as impressed with him as I thought I would be.
I agree to that, but it's just like I've seen better uses of him lately than when he first came out.
Right.
When he first came out, it seemed like Saberbolt was the only thing he answered. Because he just makes Sabertooth kind of sad. And then as he got going, I saw people actually holding on to him better in the matchup against light fire water dragons and using him to bounce the Herald.
Alright, okay, well, next pack, Trial and Error, Vector Scout, Copper Locust, Gloom Tomb, Blastforge Dragon, Herald of Infernus,
Speak of the Devil.
good one, Spark Cage, Ancient Graveworm, and Kanina.
Spark Cage, probably the best uncommon in this set.
Yeah, Light got a lot of really good things out of this set. Speaking of, while this is nice so far, I still haven't seen any of the Light stuff I'm hoping for. Hopefully that will change. We got another box to open too, so I should get something.
Yeah.
Grudge Weaver, Stormseeker, Tooth Grubbling, Manapod Beetle, Bronca, another Herald,
And a Rage Fire.
Rage Fire, Mana Warden, and Swarm Leader.
I've been highly unimpressed with Rage Fire.
I thought he would be better than he actually is. I mean, his effect is awesome. The problem is that the deck that he works best in is either Mono Fire or Nature Fire. Nature Fire sometimes does maintain a hand though, and in Mono Fire, at 5 mana with no fast attack, he's a little too slow for the purpose that he's supposed to fill.
I've got him currently in my Mono Fire, and he never sees play.
Candace played him against me once and basically it was a free turn for me.
So I said, I'm looking at taking him out.
His art is amazing though.
Yes, by far the best artwork on a Tatsurian in my opinion.
Right. Next pack, Defense Mode, Coral Claw, Copper Locust, Eye of Tides, Hammer Fist, Gemini Dragon is the rare.
Yeah,
Burn
not
Claw.
as impressed.
Burn Claw's really good. He's what makes Mono Fire somewhat decent right now.
Yeah.
Ancient Graveworm and Kanina.
And it really comes down to currently what's in play on whether him or...
I typically go for him first because he gives me bait to play the Laser Arm next turn.
I look at it as...
If I have both in my hand, I play him first.
Well, I look at it as, do I have one Dracon in play when I play him, or do I have two?
Usually if it's turn 3, unless you had the 1-drop Jet Flame Bodyguard, you only have one.
Well, no, like, I've been in quite a few positions where I've had two. Because I went Jet Flame to Weaponsmith.
Mm-hmm.
So I just evolved the Jet Flame.
I'm usually not that lucky. Next pack, Logos Lookout, Hammer Fist, Steel Hammer, Grudge Weaver, Kenyan Skimmer, which is surprisingly good, Explosive Infantry, Dauntless Tuskers the rare, Nyx, and Bellowa.
I'm still trying to figure out a deck.
I saw
For
someone
dragons?
playing Dauntless Tusker and it was actually doing some work.
Yeah, when you get a deck, like the only deck I've seen playing him is 5-color dragons.
Yeah.
That's the only deck I've seen playing him. And he works good in 5-color dragons. I'm trying to find a deck that can be built that uses him that doesn't go all 5 colors.
Okay.
I'm looking for a 2
I would
or
probably
3
think
color
either
build.
Fire Nature or Fire Nature Light.
I'm thinking I might have to wait until the next pack comes out because I'm pretty sure we're going to get a dual-colored Tatsurian.
Okay, I took a peek and now I know what I'm getting out of this pack. Oh well. Supposed to learn at the same time. Oh well. Copper Locust, Bronca, Toothed Grubbling, Eye of the Tides, Defense Mode, Reflector Cannon. That's the rare. To be honest, I'd like to see something with that because I think it has potential.
I like
Especially in an aggressive deck. It's like you
I
just
like
swing
its
with it without any fear.
I like its ability, and I've been considering it in Light Fire Water.
I could also see it in like maybe a rush deck because it acts as a counter to enemy barrages.
Firelight Rush.
Potentially, because, well, maybe not necessarily rush, but an aggressive deck, because it's like, if your opponent's going to barrage and then come in, they barrage, they hit Reflector Cannon, all their guys are tapped now, they can't come in.
Yeah, but I said I've been considering them in the Light Fire Water Dragons.
It's just a
but
card that I would like. I haven't found room for it in anything yet.
Yeah,
but,
that's the big problem, is finding room for
But
it.
it seems like a card that could be really good. But we're not done with this pack yet. Sokram, the Untamed. Not
I like
good.
Sokram, but it's just
The
so
fact
hard to
that he's an
use.
evolution is what makes him bad.
It's easier to use Kendricks than it is to use him.
Frankly, Evo Fury is better. Same cost, bigger power.
Triple breaks.
Yeah.
More
Mana
reliable
Warden,
effect.
and Swarm Leader for the rest of that pack.
More reliable effect, too.
So, 3 holos so far, not counting the random. 2 of the very rares.
Well, generally counting
This'll-
generally with the random included,
Yeah.
your total number of hollows should be 9.
Typically what I pull is a full set of the very rares and then 2 supers.
What is it?
Sometimes I pull, actually it's usually like with +1 or +2 of one very rare.
Your total generally should be 9 between supers and berries.
And to try to keep things a secret from now on, I'm just going to flip them off the top, not even looking. Bagash, Lux, Ancient Graveworm.
Hey, it's a,
Hornblade Dragon. Oh,
He's-
that thing. Yeah.
well, he's good in the dragon decks that
Vector Scout, Logos
use the
Lookout,
Evos.
Blastforge Dragon, Gloom Tomb, the best darkness card out of this set. Energize.
I said, Horn Dragon's good for a deck that actually is trying to run Socron because of his speed.
5-drop, yeah, I guess.
That's the only thing he's good for.
Next pack. Kanina, Dendrite, Ripper Reaper. I used to think that card was good, then I realized it couldn't target itself. Stormseeker,
Let me see.
Coral Claw, Hammer Fist, Grudge Weaver, also a pretty good card.
Yeah, he
Steel
can't
Hammer,
target.
Canyon Skimmer. At first I thought it was like Rothus the Traveler and you could target himself and he's basically a kill spell with a body, but
The one way to use this guy good, you have to be using,
go ahead and put it back out there so they can see it.
the one way to make this guy good is you have to be using creatures that have when they die abilities. So
Use it with Grudge Weaver.
Grudge Weaver.
But even still, it's not that great because the way I
but
saw
the
way I saw him working at the time before I realized that he couldn't target himself was set him out there. Your opponent has to kill something. Kill Reaper, attack with Scavenging, get him back, do it all over again. Then I realized he couldn't, and then I realized after that it was like pretty much the only thing I had worth targeting was Grudge Weaver.
the better use of him for what you kill, though, is actually Ghost Spy.
Yeah, Ghost
They
Spy.
discard,
They
and
discard a
then
card,
you
you
draw a
draw a
card.
card. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and then Grudge Weaver, you Ghost Spy turn 4, him turn 5. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, that's the best use of him.
It's more, and in the end,
It's
you
a-
have a bigger
it-
body on board.
It's a setup. It's
Yeah.
a setup play.
Okay, that's something to
And
interesting.
that's something Darkness has a lot of, is just setup plays.
Yeah. All right, next pack. Let's turn this around this way. Bagash, Nyx, Lyra of the Blazing Sun. Yes,
So there's the first one.
that's one of the cards I was looking for. Bottle
Bottle
Wishes.
Wishes.
That's a good pack. Bottle really. I hate this card, but it's so good.
Well, it can be good.
It can be good, and typically it is good. There has been times where I've seen it do absolutely nothing, but 90% of the time it does amazing things. And that's why it
Actually,
pisses me off,
where
because
it
it
does
absolutely
best-
requires no skill.
Where it does best is not in the decks that are designed around it, it's the decks that throw it in. Because I made a deck that was themed around Bottle. Bottle did horrible in it. But then I turned around and played a deck where it was just thrown in to be in there, and it does amazing.
Typically, if you got any big creatures that I could potentially
No, like
hit,
I was playing a deck that was completely full of big creatures. That's what it was big control creatures. And Bottle would hit the very few support cards in the deck. Like I would Bottle into a Logo Scan.
it's still not terrible.
But it's not the best use of Bottle. Or I would Bottle into the Crystal Memory.
That's not terrible either.
But it's not the best use of it.
You see, that's my point, though. It's not terrible. The only times I've seen it do something terrible was where Nick would bottle when you got no field and he hits a Stormspark Blast.
Or Devouring Small.
Or Devouring Smog. That after all your guys are tapped.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, well, we're still got more to this pack. Trial and Error, Infantry, Drooling Worm, Manapod Beetle, Vector Scout. Really, the rest of these packs are just, it's a formality, because really all we care about is the rare and the hollow.
But, as far as Bottle goes, when it works, oh by God, does it work.
There was one time I hit Bottle turn 2 with a Rush deck. Nick flipped Andromeda. I scooped.
Pretty much, it's like the only worst
Umbra.
thing that could have happened to you is if you would
Roar
have hit an
Valkyrie.
Infernus
Bellowa, Spellbane Dragon, good rare.
that's receiving
Gloom Tomb.
so much.
Energize, Coral Claw. I've got extras of that now, and really I'm going to have extras of a lot of rares. So if any of you guys are interested in trading me for rares, I'm probably going to have plenty of extras.
Spellbane has a lot of confrontation about it right now.
Because of how its effect goes off.
It's a good rare, and this is just for any Wizards employees that are listening in on this video. Please, can you give us on the Kaijudo website?
An official ruling. I saw what you were saying on the
Yes,
dojo.
on just an official ruling of exactly how it works, and the biggest conflict comes with between him
Spells that target him for banishment.
or Root Trap.
Root Trap. Yeah. Spells that remove him from play.
Yeah, this is where the big conflict comes in. We understand you resolve the spell before you resolve Backfire, as you've stated with the example of him in play when the person plays, what's the light spell that gives you a new shield?
Recharge.
Recharge. But it's like, how exactly will he work with these spells that could actually get rid of him?
Like Terra Pit and Root Trap.
Or if he's untapped and they...
Devouring Smog.
Yeah, and that's the only one you
Or
have.
Death Smoke.
Yeah.
Death Smoke's seeing a lot more play now.
Yeah. So, please, Wizards, give us something. And please be soon with KMCs being so close. Because I know come KMCs,
Some people will be playing
someone's going to want to play a competitive deck with him.
Because he's really good.
There are no ifs, ands, or buts. It's going to happen.
He's got
And
power to cost ratio. He's pretty good. His ability's good. He's a dragon, which means he's got plenty of support.
Yeah,
he's a good card.
He's going to get played. He's an amazing card. I love what you've made here, but we need official ruling to avoid conflicts as much as possible.
I mean, because we think you're taking this game seriously, right? Then we should have like proper judges and rulings and everything. I mean, you're trying to be competitive with this. We need a proper competitive environment and an approach to these cards. But you know, we can talk about that later. We still have more packs to open. Finish the rest of this out. Like I said, once the rare's done, the rest of it doesn't really matter.
You did a Gemini Dragon. Let's get the Gemini.
Oh, you know what?
I forgot. Right?
Yeah,
that's the Gemini.
That's the rare in this pack.
The Gemini Dragon.
It's so bad it doesn't even count. Well, it's not that it's terrible. It's just that compared to the rest of the rares, it's lackluster.
It's underwhelming. But what I will say, though, is its ability does show promise because it gives you a creature that has potential to get over some of these more difficult creatures, such as Infernus. Because if you go, hey, you have Gemini in play, you go Spark Cage, Infernus, and say a second Spark Cage something else.
Or just in logo scan or anything.
Yeah, anything really at that point. Just a second spell.
He just gained 8,000 power.
And he's bigger than Infernus at this point.
Really, at this point, he's probably one of the easiest cards to get over Flamespike, who currently in battle is the biggest creature in play.
Yeah. So like I said, his ability is good. He's just lackluster because he's really difficult to use, seeing as his ability is so situational for being good.
Right.
But I believe it's in full agreement his ability is best when you have something such as Spark Cage or a similar tap effect.
Okay, well, that's it for the left side of the box. Now we're into the right side. 3 very rare so far. 2 supers.
Seems about average.
About average. Not like that one crazy box you pulled.
Hey.
Where it was like 5 super rares and they were all dark supers.
No, it was 4 dark supers. 1.
And it was a Rise box too, guys.
And then 1 hovercraft. But I only got 2 Varies.
Right. I guess that's the trade-off.
So, like I said,
Devouring Smog,
for
Burn
total
Claw, Ancient Worm, disappointing card.
But I've been seeing Dragon's Breath getting more play lately.
I suppose so, especially since a lot of these decks now are playing Star Lantern and Canyon Skimmer, who are each both 3,000 power.
Yeah, that's why they're playing it, because they play that. Because literally what they do is they go Dragon's Breath for the 3,000 kill your blocker, and then for the other 2 they kill 2 Firebirds.
Yeah, I see that. Alright, next pack. Lux, Nyx, Dracothane, awesome. Still no Andromedas, but I can hold out a prayer. Patchwork Surgeon, good rare. Rest of this, don't care.
Well, you got another Canyon Skimmer.
I got like a million Canyon Skimmer.
Well, you're supposed to make them feel special.
Well, they are special. It's just that when you have as many of them as I do, you know, and I think really all YouTube cares about is seeing the rares and the hollows too.
I'll tell you something though. I'm finding some more commons and uncommons that I haven't given to the shop yet, and I'm thinking about seeing if I've got enough together to just take some of these classic cards that people love and just making a couple 3D cards. You can't use them in a deck, but they're cool to look at.
What do you mean? Exactly.
Like a 3D logo scan. You haven't seen 3D cards?
No.
I'll show you an example later on.
Alright. Well,
for those of you who do know, please put comments below if you think that's a cool idea.
Next pack. Bellowa, Dendrite, Spark Cage, Ensnare is the rare.
I like Ensnare.
Stuff. Canyon Skimmer. Stuff. Alright.
I like Ensnare.
I kind of like that they gave Dark and Nature more kill stuff. It's just that the stuff they gave it isn't particularly good. Frankly, I mean, Ensnare is better in the sense that they didn't have a similar card already doing that.
Well, see, the reason why I say...
You know, Devouring Smog already is
Ensnare's better not only because of that, but in the current meta, I really think that Nature Removal...
Right now, Nature Removal
better
is a bit
than-
easier because Lux can't stop Nature Removal because it's not being banished. It's being sent to the mana zone.
Well, it's not only that. With how abundant Dracothane's getting, it's really important
You
to
send
use...
Firebirds to the discard pile, Dracothane digs them right back up.
Well, the big one that's the big problem is them getting back the Umbra and taking your huge good field and making it, hey, I may not be able to swing over it, but
I
I'll
can
kill your
swing
field.
into it.
I'll kill your field anyways.
Yeah.
So it's really Umbra is the one that you want to send to mana. The other ones,
Lux too, really. Just so that way you don't have to kill dragons twice.
like I said, but Umbra's the big one that needs to go into the mana zone with the mana abilities.
I really undervalued Umbra at the start. I didn't think anything of his ability to make Dragon Slayer, but it's actually a big deal. Next pack. Nyx. Belloa. Second Lyra. Yes.
So we've called that one correct.
Yes. Got all the Lyras I need. Spellbane Dragon.
So you've doubled up on Spellbane.
Yeah, I've got at least 2 playsets of them now. Canyon Skimmer and Hammer Fist.
I think it's telling you it wants you to make a Spellbane deck.
We'll see.
Light, Fire, Water can easily do it.
Like I said, we'll see. We've got to figure out what else I'm getting first. We still got another box to open, plus the rest of this one.
You've got the Lyras to support Light, Fire, Water.
Yeah.
That's all.
Still
That's
need-
all I'm saying.
Still be nice to have some Andromedas, but anyway.
I understand that. I'm just saying you have the
Ripper Reaper is the rare.
support.
Doesn't look like this pack has hollows.
No, there is no hollows. You would have gotten to the hollow before you got to the Ripper Reaper.
Really?
Yeah,
I know they're usually next to each other, but I think
but the
sometimes
hollow
it's
is
random.
behind.
It
Yeah,
is. It is.
the hollow's behind.
Alright. Alright. Kanina. That's the rare. Hornblade Dragon.
Yeah, you got unlucky with the only 2 uncommons on that one.
I didn't even see what they were.
We've pretty much gone over it.
We've gone over pretty much all the important uncommons. So we're almost done with this box.
That's the other one of the other new cyber viruses on how I was discussing you.
Eye of the Tides.
Yeah,
2
no.
for 1. He doesn't do anything.
Yeah, but how I'm saying I see potential for them
Yeah.
getting
Kind of weird that,
Evos in the
he's a
future.
2 for 1 and not a 2 for 2.
It's because I think they're leaning him into being Evo bait for a future set.
Mana Warden, Umbra, Kendricks,
Kendricks. So you're only down
Dragon of Reflections.
You're only down a Dreadclaw.
Typically, like I said, I usually pull 1 full set of Varies. I don't know why I put them there, because the rest of the stuff is up here.
I said you're just a Dreadclaw short of having 1 of each vary.
Typically, I pull 1 full set of Varies plus 1 extra, and 2 super rares, not
This
counting
time you have
the random hollow. Arachnopod.
I've yet to see that card do good.
It's a shame because I think it has the potential to do good.
I think it's just the fact that the power is too low for it to really be nice. Like, if it was 5,500, I think it'd be insane because
Because it's bigger than everything else
Well,
at the
it's-
same cost.
it's
that
bigger.
typically sees play.
The big key part of it is the fact that it's bigger than Herald at that point.
Yeah, I suppose.
That's the real key.
You could always use Essence Elf with it, and then it's bigger. It'd be nice to
But
bring
that
the Essence Elf
requires
back.
setup.
Next, Burn Claw Bottle. Nice. How many packs we got left in this box? 3 packs left. 3 packs to see if I pull another super or another Vary.
I think the Berry is more likely.
It's more likely. Personally, I'm hoping for the super. I don't really care about
We all-
Dreadclaw.
We always hope for the super. Key example, the 5 super box.
Dreadclaw. There it is. Told you. 1 of each. So I still have a chance. There's 2 packs left.
Yeah, I'm not saying
Oh, there's
it's
the rare
another
reflector cannon.
reflector cannon.
And boom. And I'll probably want to keep the spread out so that way we can do a quick review of what I pulled out of the first box when we do the second box.
Well, yeah.
Queen Taniwa?
Yeah, Taniwa! Taniwa!
Kind of sounds Hawaiian or something. Alright. Last pack. I pulled, I think, pretty much one of every rare. Actually, no, I haven't pulled a Bone Rattle Dragon.
Yeah, no bone rattle. That is
I
weird.
think that's it. The only thing I haven't pulled.
That's the only thing I haven't seen.
Pulled 2 Herald, 2 Spellbane, Dragon's Breath.
Let's see if he's in here.
There he is.
There he is.
Bone Rattle Dragon. At least I think I
I
pulled
called
out
it.
one of every.
I
So
called
that's it for this
call-
box.
I called him.
Yep. No Andromedas, but I did get 2 Lyras, a Kendra, and then one of every other very. And then I pulled a Dracothane and a Nissel, both of which are very good.
Plus you have
Though
the
to-
furnace.
Though to build the light water dark deck, I am going to need Andromeda. So hopefully I'll pull at least one out of this box.
Yeah.
Maybe I can trade for others later on. So I guess that's it for this box. Let's go tilt the camera back up so we can say goodbye.
And then let's clear out trash before we start the next one.
Yep. So, guys.
Good?
Yeah, a little bit higher, and then zoom it back out. Your fingers over the lens. Zoom it out, just all the way. Alright, there we are. So, once again, YouTube, that was my first box, or I suppose technically my second box, since I did get one at the beginning of the set.
Yes,
of
you
Dragon
did.
Strike Infernus. I got 3 super rares. Infernus, Issel, Dracothane, all very good cards. I didn't get Kurigar, which is okay, because Kurigar is not that great, sadly.
It's not that he's not that great, it's we've yet to figure out something he's useful in.
That reminds me of the discussion topic I want to do, and we can do that after we do the second box. And let's see, 2 Lyras, a Salkran, a Ragefire, a Kendrix, and a Dreadclaw. So I guess that's it for now, YouTube. Do on Kaijudo Masters, and we will see you later. Peace.